Today I will review fraction and decimal equivalents so I can strengthen my skills, and I'll have it when I can identify fractions and decimals with equivalent values. So here we've got the point on the number line represents which equivalent decimal and fraction. So first thing I need to do is I'm going to identify my fraction. So I've got 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 piece, and 5. Remember, we do count the 5, but we do not count, or we do count the 1. We don't count the 0. So all of these are fifths. So it is 2/5, and that's my fraction. And now I need to turn it into a decimal. So I know that fifths I can do one of two ways. I can just simply double the the numerator, or I can go ahead and I can do the work, which is always recommended, and turn it into tenths, because I know tenths are nice to work with. So 5 times 2 is going to give me 10, that'll give me 4 tenths, and then if I want to put 4 tenths, 0.4, that is my fraction and my decimal equivalents. So here we've got a model shaded, and then I want to know what the values are of equivalent to model 2. Alright, so hopefully you've had a chance to figure out what we've had here. So I see that I have 60 hundredths shaded, or 6 tenths. So that would be expressed as 0.6, or I can express it as 6 tenths. So 0.6, well I have that right here, so I know it can't be 0.4, but now I need to figure out what fraction it needs to be. So I can do this in a couple of different ways. I'll set up the first one, 6 tenths, as a comparison. 2/5. Well, I know that I'm going to have to multiply the 2 times 5, or the 2/5 times 2, that'll give me 4 tenths. And so that is greater than, so 2/5 is not correct. So I think this time, instead of doing comparison, I'm going to just simplify my 6 tenths. So if I have 6 and 10, 1 and 6, 2 and 3, 1 and 10, 2 and 5. Greatest common factor is going to be 2. They do have a common factor of 1. So 6 tenths divided by 2/2 will give me 3/5, which is what I'm looking for here. And 2/5, I'll simply just do, or 2/3, I'll do another comparison here. 6 tenths and 2/3, I know that they're going to have a greatest common factor, or least common multiple of 30, so 6 tenths times 3 equals 18/30, and 2/3 times 10/10 will give me 20/30. And they are not in common, so 6 tenths and 3/5 are what I'm looking for there. That's going to wrap it up. Like I said, this is reviewing some old skills, so I've got a point on a number line. I would like to know which A, B, C, or D expresses the equivalent fraction and decimal, and that's what I'll be looking for in the morning.